couldn't get that these were our last words. Us couldn't get that these were our last words. Love, we lost our way, hoping we'd come back. All we do is love, we lost our way, hoping we'd come back. Us couldn't get that these were our last words.
Alright, that's better.
Welcome to the Roundtable. Here we are.
That was a really smooth intro, too. And I just fucking botched it up. Now we gotta go back and do it all again. Alright.
It was highly energetic.
It was. It was.
Introduce yourself again since you were on mute.
Alright. Ghosts and ghouls and motherfuckers. I am Dead Dreams of Silhouette Death. I am one half of this crazy, fucking monotonous crew known as Btmx.
You did not say with all the passion you had the first time. Repeat.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, motherfuckers of all ages. Oh, we're talking about your hair tonight. That's the subject matter, just so you know.
Since we're blaming John, who are you?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm not Donovan.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, motherfuckers of all ages.
Media. And I screwed up the intro. I don't know how.
We just gotta blame something for you.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
You're the redhead of the group, you know, that's how it goes.
It's how it goes.
Well, you're the bitch in the box. You can't be the bitch in the box and the redhead.
So Jonna is not only the owner of First Angel Media, she's the mother of like thousands of companies now that are alive, arising. So you know you got the mother of dragons like Game of Thrones. She's not the mother.
Yeah, exactly. She's really
Yes.
conglomerate.
She's also a photographer and she's also a model.
So I've got a few girls.
Kiss ass. I'm not being a kiss ass. You better be.
Better start brown nosing, boy.
He's kissing my ass. What did he say? I didn't hear it. I like this. It's way better.
What I said was, you're also beautiful and gorgeous model as well.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that. She's blushing.
Today, this has been my off day. So, I was a photographer for a wedding yesterday, so I normally take the next day to basically die.
Weddings are exhausting for absolutely everyone that's at it, you know.
True.
They are, but they're also beautiful. So like, it makes me happy.
Did you catch the bouquet?
Skeptics like that.
I did not, but you know what? I caught the amazing shot of the bouquet. So it's okay. Keep those bouquets away from me. No,
There's some good karma in there somewhere. It's just like,
See, I was
see,
at a
that's where.
I was at a wedding once. This is before me and my wife got married. And somebody threw a bouquet at her and she fucking ran from it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Throw me into that. I'm like,
that's a combo John and I both had. Like, never again, never the fuck again.
No. The man that can tie me down with a ring, I'm telling you right now, he's going to have me under a spell or something. That's like,
I'll cast a spell on you. And that's
and this is why I love this chat.
Yep.
So, Caleb.
Oh, it's gonna be a night. Yeah. Who the fuck am I? Well, that's a great question. Hi, everybody. My name is Caleb Strauss. You might know me from my musical stylings from MZNZ and just Caleb Strauss. And most recently, The Death of Zenith. Just dropped a single called Portal with Sam Astaroth on lead vocals. Got one coming out with Blood of the Beloved at the end of this month. And I am also the director and writer of the film Overnight. I am one half of the management of Soul Lunar Records. And I also work for First Angel Media, and I'm a sponsor of Btmx. And I have a beautifully shaped fucking cranium, if I do say so myself. Known for that as well.
You found out. I would be just as beautiful as you.
Skeptic feels me on that, because Skeptic kind of got the same vibe going on, you know?
I'll wax both your heads.
I got a little bit.
I like that.
Oh, you got a little 5 o'clock shadow going on. Yeah, that's long for him, though.
That's
long for him, though.
Did you guys miss that? He says he's gonna wax both your heads. He's over here talking about taking a ski trip with you.
Oh boy.
Oh. So
I better take a better razor to it.
Oh my God, no, not already. Shit.
No, we have fun.
Oh
here.
shit.
If this content's going to offend you, do us a favor, just leave right now. This is for a mature
Oh my
audience.
God, because we're adults. Yeah,
we do have a topic, but we're having fun right now.
It's for an up-age audience. I don't know about a mature one.
So, Skeptic, who are you?
I am Skeptic. I am one half of the group Blood of the Beloved with Nightshade, and I am all of the band Skeptic. Blood of the Beloved is also a sponsor of Btmx. And yeah, I'm a frequent collaborator with many of the people that you see here. Yeah, I guess that sums it up for me.
Yes, sir.
He's also, so guys, knowing that he's part of Blood of Beloved, you guys hear his voice every Friday at the beginning of the Underground show. That was their talent put together with my video artwork. That came out beautiful.
Which is wicked.
I mean,
yeah,
that couldn't come out.
Yes, sir.
So
I still listen to Blood of the Beloved's first album all the fucking time. Still, hadn't got tired of it yet.
I hear that name so much in our management chat because 3 people in the chat are absolutely insane fans of yours, and like I love yours too, but like, wow, do we ever? Oh, did you catch the new one? Did you catch this? Yeah, but did you hear this? Yeah.
The one with C, that was like, ah. The one with Danny, I was like, ah.
Well, that touches my soul, touches my heart.
Yes, sir.
So, girls,
yeah,
who are
still
you
one of my favorite bands.
Stuffing your mouth full of milk duds.
Listen, if you just said that she stuffed her mouth with milk duds, this is going to take a few. Okay, be patient.
Yeah, those don't chew either.
The crackers just
do not take a few. Just swallow. Just swallow.
Some people do not have that ability. Okay, I'm sorry. Not everybody has a loose throat like me.
Well, okay. This is how we're gonna get orders of bitch in the box right here. I'm gonna go ship them units out.
Every time he breathes, I hear children screaming. Anyways,
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's gonna be a night.
Man, I don't think I'm lucky.
Who are you guys?
We are the Soul Snipers. We are a lesbian couple that have a LGBTQ news podcast every Friday. I'm Sage.
I'm Rain.
And I also do resident art. And then every other Wednesday, I do a random makeup look of the fans or Btmx choosing as my own interpretation.
And I will soon be hosting a country music show.
What is it called?
Rain's Rodeo.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to write a song just for that. I've always wanted to do kind of a rockabilly thing or something. I'm gonna have to write a song just for that shit.
So, who are you, Ginger Billy?
Ginger Billy?
Jesus Christ. No, I'm Sean Kudo 753. And it's Sean Kudo 753 is a cosplay manufacturer, custom cutlery artist, business, and manufacturing company. I'm also the SWO, which is another foundation made by this one right here.
Slutty Whiny Hose of America.
I thought it was woes. So now we're going with SWOs. Jesus Christ, what am I?
Yeah, you upgraded.
SWOs.
And I'm also the bitch in the box for
yes, sir.
On a serious note,
you know
what show coming?
I'm also going to be the host of Wake Up Your Life. It is going to be like a 25 episode series.
And only premiered on Btmx's YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's certain shows that's going to be happening only on YouTube because our family over there is constantly growing, especially at 72 subscribers a week, and we're so proud that's going on. So we definitely want to give them content for all their hard work. So there's going to be certain shows that you can only see on YouTube. A regular show, multicast. If you guys don't know, that Kayla just got done dropping a phenomenal sound for his movie Overnight with the song Portal. We also got the 8th coming up really fast, where Silhouette Death and Skeptic came together and made another thrasher. So we're going to end up hearing that amazing tune on for the very first time on Friday's show at the Underground show.
It's a banger.
Now, Skeptic didn't only do this, but they also did a project not too long ago with a phenomenal young woman of Danny Ritter. She's going to be on that show as well. And we're going to be talking about the mindsets for both songs, because both songs have
That's a great track. That's a great
We also
track.
got this beautiful woman from First Angel Media. She'll be joining us on the 23rd with her amazing models. A show all based around them. That will be a Saturday. You'll get to see all the models from their team, get to ask them questions, get to see how they come up with the business sense, what are the rules that they go by, what are the dangers that they had to endure to encourage to you. If you have any questions about jumping into the career, that would be the show to get the answers that you exactly need, especially for models who have either been in this for a while or are brand new and learning to teach you the scares that they went through.
Thank you. And I'm definitely looking forward to that.
So we've been
looking forward to watching it.
So Solar Death is also not only got his project out that, he's wrapping up another project for another LP release.
Awesome. Awesome. And is that going to have the track with Blood of the Beloved on it? No, is that just a standalone single? Cool. I think, yeah, it's kind of one of those nothing else need be said sort of tracks.
So
it says it all.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
So we also got a couple new shows besides Range Radio coming up on not this Monday, but the following one. Mama's Care and Share will be back. You also got an amazing intro that was actually made by Caleb, that man up there, to help her along others with their mental stability. And also you can come and learn how to deal with your everyday pain, knowing that somebody else suffers alongside you. That show is based on for you to go ahead and vent about your week. It's every Saturday and it's at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Not only that, we have another show that's going to be coming out. It's going to be Battle of the Playlists, where we actually go against each other and see whose playlist is better. This was inspired actually by First Angel Media when they do Friendly Fire. So since everybody steals everybody else's shit, well, I'm going to steal her shit. It's my turn.
Go for it.
That's what you do, man. We all steal each other's shit.
Go
That's how
for
it
it.
goes.
Actually, we actually offer this challenge to all of you too. If you think you have a playlist that can actually win, let us know. And then what we're going to do, whoever's playlist wins, we're going to actually put it all together in a YouTube platform, a Spotify platform, and actually post the winner, who is the name of the title of their list, and links to their Spotify and YouTube channel. This
I'll tell you what.
Free
promotion. That sounds great.
You win free promotion and make it all about yourself.
So I'll tell you what, that overnight playlist I was telling you I was going to make before we went live, as soon as I'm done with it, I'll submit it for that contest. I would like to submit to that contest.
So what are the rules of the playlist? Do they have to be all unsigned bands? Do they?
This is the only place where you can play any music you can, but it has to be better than everybody else's choice. You can play any genre you want. You can play any genre you want, and everybody can't be like, "Oh, my list is better." You have to be respectful and understand that, be honest if you like somebody else's shit.
That sounds fair. Yeah.
I would like to do that just for the fun of it, just to hear everybody else's playlists and just to, I don't know, just like a little playlist festival. I think it'd be dope. Yeah. Just to hear all the shit.
The nice thing about my playlist, they're all up and coming artists you probably never heard. So
great.
I'm gonna ask.
Well, that's why I'd like to do the overnight playlist, because that will be true of overnight too. And I'll put every song that exists on the soundtrack so far.
The only genre I suggest you not to do unless it's really good is country.
Rain.
But no, I got some country song. I got some country artists you guys haven't heard. Don't forget, I used to run that show.
Dude, Hank the Third is really great. I'll die on the hill.
He actually has done work. Talk about Hank the Third. He actually did work with Aaron from lead singer from Stain.
Yeah, he's done work with a lot of metal artists. He's like his metal
in the country. He's actually
No, well, he played bass for Superjoint Ritual for an album or two.
Oh, okay.
He played,
Who was
which
it
with
who did,
Phil
like,
and Phil Anselmo was the vocalist for Superjoint Ritual.
it was like Rebel.
Yeah, no, he was on that. It was like him and Dimebag and Vinnie Paul and a bunch of Southern rock artists. Yeah, he was involved with that. He also played in Superjoint with Phil, and then he has his own metal band called Ass Jack, which is just like a pure like thrash, like kind of Southern rock thrash metal.
We also got other content coming up that's actually going to be YouTube based. It's actually going to be us talking about up and coming films from horror all the way down to comedy. We're going to actually play some of the movie spots during the show. And then, like, I don't know about you guys, but watching all the old horror movies compared to now, I am happy that women are starting to learn not to run upstairs where they're fucking trapped. I'm starting to like that they know where the weapons are.
women roles are being written a lot better in horror movies now than they were 20, 30 years ago. This is absolutely true.
I remember going up. Why is that bitch running up the stairs? There's an attic, no windows.
Yeah.
You didn't like it whenever they tripped over nothing?
Yeah.
And
oh my God,
bitches always be tripping.
I've seen that.
The guy in the serial killer mask, clown mask.
So, Dad, what's the topic for tonight? Did you have one?
Yeah, what are we talking about? We're just rambling.
Yana's hair.
Jana's hair. Yeah. Oh, and how she keeps it that red by bathing in the
blood of innocence and steals her souls from her employees to make it so lustrous.
This is absolute fact.
Absolute.
That's why I'm so ill. You can definitely tell she stole his ass.
Yeah, he's turning blonde.
I'm her prostitute.
Well, I mean, what's the bitch in a box going to do with a soul? He doesn't need a soul. He just needs to be a bitch and be in a box.
See? I may take their souls, but they're happier after.
Soul Snatchers is also stepping up their game as well.
Generally how it works.
We're really proud to announce the Soul Snatchers are employees of this week. They have
actually
going out. They're actually starting to learn and get on the concept of what they need to do in order to grow. Even though Btmx is a profitable business, they're turning into a non-profit shortly because they will not only be helping with LGBT community, but they'll also be helping out with felines.
That's fantastic.
Stuff like that.
Y'all have been growing like crazy, Soul Snatchers.
Absolutely.
Definitely. It's been great.
We're up to almost
what's your tonight's topic?
And thank you for playing all of our music too. We appreciate that.
Even though you got people yelling in the background. Even though you had Jerry Springer in the next room. Yeah, you should have
actually that was outside. That wasn't the next room.
Yeah.
Oh, that was bad.
We had our
Man, that woman can project, though. Let me tell you.
I missed something, didn't I? I missed something.
Oh man, you missed Soul Snatchers. The Soul Snatchers episode on Friday. What? So, yeah, they had to. We used 9-stitch method to shut them up. That's what we ended up doing because they were arguing so loudly outside of their house that it was interrupting the show. So like Rain and Stage were just like, we'll be back. Here's some 9-stitch method. And then, then we got to listen to Patrick go for about 3 minutes. And then when we came back, they were a lot more fucking quiet.
I actually thought that you meant you face the speakers at them.
Oh, no, they did that for
We're not at liberty to say.
Well, it's coming.
I kind of assumed y'all did do that.
I actually had
and it was, I can't remember which song it was, but it was a heavier one. It was one with a lot of blast beats in it, like a lot of double kicking, just brrr.
And also, for you guys that likes what Btmx is doing, keep an eye, because you never know when DJ Binary comes. He's going to be showing up soon with your EDM, dubstep, club-like music.
Cool.
Well, now if you guys ever have to shut anybody up, I really hope that you take that suggestion and throw 9-stitch method or Seethe in the stereo and just face.
Yeah.
But record the reaction because I have a
record the reaction. There goes Dead with the mask.
Yeah, he just put an image of Dead's face above that.
Just right there.
They actually had a new person that follows us write us and said that underground show got the police called on him because his neighbors were complaining.
Because of the music? Yeah, awesome. Well, that means it was a good show. That means it was a good show. I'm sorry I had to bail on Underground Show the other night. I did go back and watch the ending, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, Sam was there the whole time. Sam Azrael.
Was he? Awesome. Yeah, I bet he enjoyed it. Yeah, Sam and I have been very grateful for everybody's help. We've been really blown away with how that single's been received.
And if you guys don't know who Sam Azrael is, he is actually the person who did the vocals and the lyrics for his Portal.
And he's got a Ghostbane cover out too that's really dope. Yeah.
Yep. He's actually in our sponsor list at the bottom of our YouTube page. If you don't understand who he is, actually go over to our Underground Show and you'll be able to click directly on his video and his page right there at the bottom of the links.
Sounds
actually,
amazing.
After the show, 12 hours later, you'll actually be able to click on everybody's YouTube channel that's in this group chat right now. And you'll be able to go over and check them out.
You know what's crazy about that song is like
check out the Muse for this last week.
Oh yeah, that's also about Portal. And Portal got another really good review from a magazine whose name I can't pronounce. But it was a really lovely review.
They got Spider Brain. We got Spider Brain writing.
What's up, Splatter? Splatter's my bass player in MCNC.
Yeah, he said that's what she said. Oh, I remember that. I was on 50.
Not only is Splatterbrain my bass player, he's the real life William Murderface. Like if William Murderface were a real person, but we're smarter, he'd be my bass player. That's in the same world outlet.
He says I remember that. I was on 50 grams of Delta 8 gummy bears in the bathtub.
Oh, there you go, Splatter. Get it, boy. Splatter's a good dude, actually. You know.
I'm sitting here just smiling vaguely because I don't understand what Delta 8 is. I'm assuming gummy bears means.
It's
THC. But like I'm
THC.
watching Rain's face.
It's edible.
And Rain immediately was like,
edibles.
"Oh God!"
It's weed, Jonna. It's marijuana.
We're just gonna shut up, Caleb. We're just gonna give her a bag of gummy bears for work.
Totally.
She's gonna see everything in 3D through that fucking lens.
Oh man, yeah, your walls will be a melting.
Gummy bears at me. I will not say no to gummy bears.
They know. Is that
like brownies? I can make
you're supposed to take like half of them at a time. Like you take half of the
yeah, they're
gummy bears and be like eat half of one, right? Like
but Splatter goes at it though. Splatterbrain don't fuck around with the gummy bears.
I am so like a 12-year-old whenever it comes to like drug stuff, that stuff.
So yeah, they have a thing called space brownies with freshly picked shrooms and marijuana, and then once you put it in there, it's a good trip.
Okay, so space brownies to me was a little Debbie snack.
Yeah, the
shrooms.
Oh yeah, those were pretty dope. Yeah,
still legit.
Yeah. Dude, the thing about all those little Debbie type snacks is like the cheaper they were, the better they were. You know, it's like the cheaper and shittier they were. Like the 99-cent shit was just like, oh god, where the chocolate's all coming off on your fingers. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's it seemed like the more expensive, fancier ones just didn't taste as good. Like, you know, now you had to get the cheap fucking, you know, same thing with Dunkin' sticks. Get the cheap Dunkin' sticks because they said like yeah, exactly.
Okay, I have had pot smoking days in my teens. Raiding the couch for change so you could go get a 25-cent granola bar, a little Debbie snack, and maybe a Snapple.
How dare you smoke weed?
That's a big old hit, boy.
Now I can't because they put it in the vape pens, and apparently Jonna doesn't know how to use a vape pen.
Or you could get one like mine.
Well, see, what's funny about here's the funny thing about marijuana laws in Texas. It's illegal, but it's not because Delta 9. So Delta 9 THC is the strand that is in most like street level black market marijuana, right? It's the only strand that is illegal in Texas. Delta 8 and Delta 10 are perfectly legal. And there's also a new strand called THCO, which is stronger than any of them. Again, in Texas. perfectly legal, because whoever wrote the marijuana laws in Texas fucked up. They didn't know enough about it, and they ended up isolating one fucking basically particle, one atom of the whole of the whole THC strand. and like, well, this is the thing that's getting everybody high and causing all the problems, so that's illegal. But it was only like one little molecule of an overall THC experience.
Because of my back, I've actually thought about getting a medical marijuana card. I'm in West Virginia, okay?
Yeah.
I need you all to understand, I live in West by God, Virginia, all right?
Mm-hmm.
That's capital.
So apparently, we only have like 2 dispensaries in the top half of the state. And one of them is like, one of them is 6 hours from me, and one of them is like 5.
You go to Pittsburgh a lot, don't you?
Oh, I do.
Okay, there's like 4 of them right there in Keysport.
But are you allowed to do that across, like, okay, this is me. Are you allowed to do that across state lines?
Yeah, as long as you have your card.
Yeah, because the medical card is federal.
Yeah.
A medical marijuana card is federal now. So if you have a medical marijuana card, yeah, it doesn't matter where you bought it.
And like, honestly,
because federal trumps state laws.
Talking about marijuana, also, if you're new to the situation and you're just trying to find something to eliminate just pain and not have the head high, the strain I suggest to you would be like White Widow, Lemon Kush, because it has a body high, not a head high, so you won't be hungry and paranoid. Your body more relaxes and it takes off the strain on your back.
Now, see, I do take CBD oil.
And
I take CBD oil. Yeah. That it really, I get a kind, it's called hemp bombs online. It's one of those that has less than 1%, like the untraceable amount of THC in it. And they have oils, they have the gummies, they've got a beautiful back balm rub that does amazing things whenever you have back issues.
See, they actually up here around on our local gas stations, Marlboro actually has a brand of marijuana cigarettes that you can actually buy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really? Wow, that's cool.
Of course they do.
Well, there's a place here in Abilene, even in Bible Belt Abilene, there's a place here, it's a CBD store called CBD House of Healing. And I go there and I buy Delta 10, Delta 8, and THCO flower all the time because I use it for I used to be on antidepressants and it got to the point actually where it was making my anxiety worse. Like it was giving me anxiety attacks. And so I just decided to, instead of pay another $100 to go to the doctor and get another 6-month prescription, I decided to wean off of it. And I replaced that with, flower from CBD House of Healing. And it helps me sleep better. It does help my aches and pains. And yeah, it does produce a high, but it's slightly different than like a Delta 9 high.
And there's so many different ways. There's so many different safe ways to do this. They actually have butter. They have lotion.
Oh yeah, edibles, lotion, vape pens.
You can cook all day
candy.
With nothing but marijuana.
Yeah, House of Healing has all this shit too. I like the flower,
And the CBD oil that I take, it really does help with anxiety.
It's not only good for pain, but it's actually good for if you suffer with seizures.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, really good for epilepsy. But my son Liam, that's in the Broken Machine Blues video, he's autistic and had a lot of sensory and anxiety issues when he was younger, and CBD gummies were the only thing that really helped.
Yeah.
He had to do one in the day and one at night, and it kept him pretty level. Yeah, I swear by CBD, man. That stuff's a miracle. It's a miracle.
It really
There's so many things that it aids. Yeah, absolutely. Including my old man back. It's really good.
I have an old woman back, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
And stuff. I have, you have blood of the beloved. I have blood of the enemies. See
blood
how much
yes. Yes.
Well, it's pretty bad. Half of your enemies are most likely in Pickford. I mean,
see, John, that's why you need to listen to the whole Blood of the Beloved album all the way through because it's the musical equivalent of when you go on a rampage when you've just had it with everyone's shit.
Yes.
That is the sound of Blood of the Beloved.
Ironically,
I'm just waiting.
The single that's coming out after this one with Silhouette Death is actually called Enemy. So
See, I'm actually waiting.
That,
I'm waiting.
see, on the same level.
I'm waiting for one video post to come up for First Angel Meeting, and that's when she's dressed as Lady J. Then you guys all know we're fucked.
Oh no, I show up looking like Lady J. Everybody's ain't nobody safe. No.
When Lady J comes out, the plane stops.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
But so does the nonsense, so it's usually a good thing.
She doesn't need
Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
need to whip her chains for dominating.
No, not at all. No.
No. Nah. Just start with the rampage. We got this.
As long as we have a safe word.
There is no safe word with Lady J.
No, not with Lady J.
Sea cucumber!
Lady
Sea cucumber! Yeah,
there's barely one with Jonna. There's no one.
So, I'm going to start today's topic, success. How's everybody doing with the successes that they thought was going to happen for this year? And is there a lot more happening for each and every one of you? Let's go ahead and start with Caleb, since he's recently been dropping a lot of new shit with new people that a lot of people haven't heard of.
Yeah, the success of Portal is blowing both Sam and I away. I think it's like the numbers we're getting on YouTube, neither one of us are used to. We're like, holy shit. We're really excited. But, yeah, I don't know. It's been, since the beginning of the year, it's funny, I kind of I'll back up to December, the beginning of December, even though that's technically the last month of last year, but the beginning of December was when I started when Soluna Records officially became a public entity. And so everything that's happened since then has been an absolute fucking roller coaster. Yeah, there's been a lot of successes, the overnight stuff and the singles that are all been received well. And, and then I had, my first collab with Blood of the Beloved with MZNZ. And, a lot of growth, a lot of different kinds of things I'm doing musically. Got my film cast and started production on that. So there's definitely been a lot of successes, but man, there's been a lot of hardships too. It feels like it's kind of the whole year's been like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, 3 steps forward, 5 steps back. And things are either we even talked about this in fan meetings, things are either falling out of the sky in place, really? You sure? Or it's just a complete and total clusterfuck disaster. And there's been very little in between.
Now, how do you keep your mind set on the test that you have set before you for this year while all this bad shit's happening?
Well, and it's like all these things on top of the same dynamics in my personal life. I don't know, meditation, breathing, a lot of meditation and breathing. CBD, I really and I was bad about it this last week. I'm acting in a play right now. And if anybody's ever acted can tell you, when you get cast in a play and you're rehearsing, you start eating like absolute bullshit. You start eating a lot of fast food, you eat on the go, you start living on shit like all sorts of burritos and Whataburger, you just eat like shit. And so at my age, you can't really do that without feel it after 3 or 4 days, you start feeling it in your body, So it's like I'm trying to be more mindful about what I put in my body, trying to be more mindful about how much sleep I get a little bit better at self-care in general. Puts me in a better headspace the next day to be a better problem solver.
What I could suggest to you, especially if you're trying to do meditation and breathing, actually the Hoffman technique is a really good technique to look up. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, he's actually been in the he's the Iceman, they call him. He's the guy who can go underneath sub-zero temperatures and not have they've actually tested him. They gave him malaria and something else, and he was actually able to heal his body through breathing technique without any medical treatment.
Wow. I'll have to check him out.
He actually has classes on his YouTube channel where he teaches you the steps to get to where he's at. It's more, you unlock parts of your brain through his training to your body.
Awesome. That's cool. I wish although I get lazy about it sometimes, I really believe in the benefits of meditation and just breath control and mindfulness and those kind of things. A lot of my heroes swear by it. It enhances your creativity, your clarity of mind, and like I say, it makes you a better problem solver. When you own any, run any kind of entity or business, it's like daily problem solving. Even being in a band, I think, any of us can tell you, it's daily problem solving. So you kind of like have to adopt the mindset that a problem is not a source of stress anymore. It's just a challenge. It's just a puzzle to solve.
So that's very, very insightful, because especially because you have a lot more projects coming. You have your movie coming.
Yeah.
You have a new company, your new brand starting. So obviously that's why I wanted you to speak about that, because you have a lot on your plate, but at the same time, you're not alone in this. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, and that's really nice to know. I got Manny faces up there with me. You know.
He's mirroring me.
That's daddy for you.
Yeah.
I'm having an interesting time processing the fact that apparently I've been gearing up to be in the play for a while. I mean, I'm following that diet already.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, there you go. Yeah, you are made for the theater, my friend.
You're halfway there.
You can survive. It's like I keep thinking, I'm like, is today gonna be the day I have a stroke? Like fucking Peter Griffin.
They're gonna have
the episode of Family Guy where
you fucking
eats
die. You're
tons
gonna
of
have
fucking
ladies
cheeseburgers.
coming over your body, stabbing it with a fucking sword. How fucking dare you? You're not ready.
No, I'm sorry. He's been indoctrinated into First Angel, therefore Rule 8A. No dying.
No dying. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's Rule 8? Is that what that was?
Rule 8A.
Yeah, that's Rule 8A. Rule 8A. Yeah.
Okay. This is a multi-part
already had it's a multi. Yeah. And unfortunately, I already had kind of a close call not long ago.
Yeah.
So that was like, it wasn't it wasn't a pink slip, but it was like, almost a write-up. It was the violation of 8A.
Get your ass in timeout. Get the fuck to work.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, somebody dies, like, I'm sorry, I'm showing up and I'm bringing you back to life just so I can, like, go post on your ass.
Fucking ream you. Yeah, no, exactly.
So you're gonna be there.
Just show up at your funeral just to fire you.
I want to show up at someone's funeral to make certain that they buried him upside down, so that if he tried to escape, he'd find his way further in hell.
You know what? Those people exist in the world. I mean, I'm sorry.
So, Jonna, especially with all the companies that you have under your belt and the projects going on, how have you been dealing with your successes that's been happening and the stressors from it?
Oh boy. How have I been doing?
How much time we got?
Not enough time in this show.
That is, I grab people like Caleb or Joe or Nate and go.
True story. True story.
Like, Caleb will get like a 5-minute vocal thing from me. Just going on.
These have become the soundtracks to my delivery routes. My day job is just all the fuck.
I honestly, it is exhausting. Because a lot of things that we have First Angel Media proper, which is concert photography, promotional photography, reviews of music. We also do a lot of backline stuff, which is like logos, video creation, basically you name it, we do it for musicians and for companies. And then I have my own photography aside from that, where I do weddings, senior photos, all of that fun stuff, models, brands, events. And then we brought in a modeling division, and that's a whole new ballpark you have to learn. Because like, if you're not going to be putting in the time if you're not going to put in the time to figure out, like, okay, now what's the best platform for them?
Do you agree with this on this point? I didn't mean to interrupt you. If you're going to be a model and a modeling company, you have to be teamwork ethic, and you have to try to want to do work instead of whine and bitch about it. It's fucking work.
I hate to say it, but yeah. I mean, like, there's always a time and a place for everyone to bitch. We have an entire work chat just for bitching, complaining, having fun, memes, you know, whatever, blow off steam. But I am very particular in the other chats that, okay, this is work only. I don't care if it's only active once a month. It's for work only. And like, you know, you have to sometimes blow off steam together. You have to bitch and complain.
We do it all the time.
Whenever you come down to it, though, like, you show up at the damn job, you do the damn thing, and then you do it professionally and you do it to the best of your capabilities. If you are a model and you leave me waiting on you for 45 minutes or longer for absolutely zero reason, I don't want to work with you again.
And also another thing, she can agree with me on this. If you are a person who is insecure about yourself, and that's fine. We're all broken. That's great. But what pisses somebody off, who is somebody who's trying to help your talent shine through, and you let your ignorance and insecurities downgrade yourself. You're not hurting us. You're hurting yourself. Another thing that also leads back to, if you're starting shit like it's high school and drama and everybody notices you're the little liar with the mohawk, then that kind of leads back to you being a shitty model. We're not going to let our friends work with you because we're already stressed out from it. Do you agree on that?
Yeah, I do. I do. I don't deal with a lot of drama in anything that I do. It's weird. In the last, I don't know, year or so, I have found out that people who did me wrong are still mad at me for not allowing that. And like, they have completely flipped the script, and I'm just like, and apparently, like, you know, I mean, it's become a joke, because not that person or anything, but just the joke of, like, I literally do nothing but work. I work, I raise my kids, I grocery shop. Like, that's it. And then I have people who, you know, are sitting there saying, oh, well, she starts crap. She had to have gone around and told people this because now I'm having, and it's like, dude, that's not me. That's karma. I forgot it existed for a little while there. You know, I'm just over here in my own world. I talk to like 5 people a day.
And my whole entire team can vouch for this too, Jonna. What was we were having, and Caleb was a part of this too, unfortunately. But we had problems where we had drama that was happening between our companies because of certain asshole. And you see how fast that got cut?
Yeah.
Because you know what? I told my whole entire team, if you disrespect that woman at all, you're not, I own that fucking name. You can go somewhere else.
Thank you. Yeah, I just, you know, like, in general, I just kind of look up from my table doing all my work, like, I did what? Okay, whatever. And like, I go back to it. Drama isn't worth it. Not in the workplace. You know, like, we've had some workplace drama in First Angel recently. I squashed it as professionally as possible because seriously, that's not what it's about. I'm not going to deal with people who are dramatic like that.
And so everyone knows who she is. She is actually the mentor who taught me before I had the help of Dead how to get to where I am now. She is the one that coaches me on the side to be successful. So if you are another company or artist who has an issue with her, you're fucking dumb thinking I'm going to follow you. Just don't waste your time. Don't waste my time. Just fuck off.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
I mean, it really, and I'll tell you, the few people in my life that I have truly banned from my life have done enough to deserve it on a personal and business level that I'm not going to talk bad about them, but I'm also never going to speak to them again, because why would I?
You never reached out to me to hate them either.
Right. I just, but I also feel though, like, everybody needs to adopt something along that kind of attitude. Because if you're busy enough to go out there about somebody outside of your we all needed a circle to talk to. You know what I mean? We all have our close friends we talk to, but basically in the business, if you have time to go out running your mouth about people, you're not doing your job right. I mean, unless it's just me, but like I'm doing all these, like we were saying, I have all these different divisions. We've got the gaming media for NextEv. We have a stream team there. There's a charity that we're putting on April 16th.
Weekend.
Yes.
I thought it was 11th. It's 11th, I thought.
No, it's the 16th this year. And then November 18th, I want to say.
It's actually on Easter.
So, we're doing that, and I'm trying to find sponsors and donors for that. We have the modeling, department there. We're looking at doing events in order to help newer models, in order to help, the ones who want to come in, the ones who want to start, maybe newer photographers who want to see if this is their kind of thing. So like we're doing that. And then there's the normal stuff that we're running through First Angel Maine. And then we've got the Gruesome Gazette, which thank goodness Anthony just he does his own thing so much. And it's so great. But at the same time, much like with NextEv, we're going to be looking at cons for them to attend. And I have just,
talking about Anthony, that's another the movie show that we're trying to do with the horror. Actually trying to tag team with First Angel Media. A lot of the shows that we're doing is going to be cross-based between Btmx and First Angel Media.
Oh, nice.
Because
yeah,
if you talked about that.
Him, please reach out to him.
Because he has phenomenal pointers that normal people wouldn't have reviewing a movie.
He's amazing. He really is.
Voice to the screen. People need to get to know and see him.
His reviews. Now that's Gruesome Gazette, and you can find him. We've got a page. We've got a website. Where would you like to find it?
They can find it right over on the Facebook chat right now in the links.
There we go. And he does amazing reviews. He's just an all-around amazing writer and an amazing person. So yeah, and the gaming, the streaming and everything, they were doing that well before I came along. We had all mentioned at one point in time BBE and Brutal Business. Whenever Patrick decided to step down from that, they needed a home. And everybody was kind of looking to rehome. And they came to me, and I had actually already gone to the management chat, and I'm like, look, we already got Saloon, we don't need another record label, but if Anthony and, Demo come over, heck yeah, we're taking them. They're already a part of our team. They're already part of our family. If they ask, we shall. And so they both ended up saying, could you give us a home? Heck yeah, absolutely I can. So, I mean, they're already my family. I'm going to turn them away. And, it's kind of an uncertain time whenever a company disbands.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of starts, okay, do I want to continue doing this? What do I do here? So I think that everybody was kind of just looking for
someone who actually give a shit about them.
Well, I hope that I do prove to them that I do give a shit about them, because they are wonderful and phenomenal people, and I do really see a business aspect in everything that they do. It's some of it is stuff that I don't really understand completely. I am not a gamer. I can't play Spyro right. Even though I love Spyro, I can't play Spyro right. But it's still, I see all of the aspects of what they're doing, and I understand it because I understand the business. And this is the year that we LLC'd, because I've been getting business advice from all over, and the business lawyers that I've been talking to all said don't for the first, until you start seeing enough reason to LLC. And with 6 different divisions now, it's definitely time. Plus, we're actually seeing an income return in the things that are happening.
And I'm kind of part of one of those divisions where we're going to massively get people fans. I think Joseph's jealous sometimes. It's not. I don't have all day and 12 profiles, so you're just jealous that you don't got 13. Get it correct.
Yes. Oh my God, that's actually Division 7. Oh my God, I'm losing track of how many divisions we have.
Yeah, we don't even know anymore.
I work at Btmx, the first Angel Media, 24/7.
I just, I measure success differently from other people, I think, because my first and foremost as a business person isn't about making money. It's actually, do I have the right people in place, and are those people happy? Do they feel supported? Do they feel like part of this, whatever their role? And after I know that I have that, I know that I have the people in place that will come up with the ideas
that you need to be successful.
And that's how it always happens. Those people come up with, everybody has the one knack I have in life, and I love having this knack. It's the only one I can see the potential in someone. And
even when they shit on you,
pulling that potential out of them and showing them what they're truly able to do. And yeah, I love it. I mean, I really do, Will. And I love being able to show people, you got this. You may want to look to me for a few things, but this is really a you thing. You're able to do this. And seeing my management team, seeing everybody that's in those places go out there and do their thing and bring back, opportunities for all of us, come up with new ideas on ways that we can go. That's how I measure my business success. Now, the stress, I am stupid. I have no way of blowing off steam. I pass out eventually at the end of the day. That's, and other than grabbing a hold of Caleb or Joe or somebody and being like, ah!
So someone to vent to helps you succeed.
Venting is kind of the only thing that I really have. I have started to on Saturdays, if I'm not working, I turn off my phone and I'll do something. I'll do a face mask or whatever, something to try to, I'm trying to find my way of relaxing. And I really, you mentioned breathing techniques and stuff. I think that I really need to get back into that.
Yeah,
it does help. It has a lot of research behind it that can help unlock yourself. And basically the point that everybody needs to understand what she was saying is, if you're going to be successful, you need to have people that you can rely on around you. The second thing she also, if you pay attention, she stated that you need to be ready when it is professional time. You cannot always be on the unprofessional side when it's time to actually work. If you want to succeed, it's not the person that you're hurting that you're working for or who are working with you. It's actually yourself. So keep those points in mind. If you're insecure, talk about your insecurities with the people around you so they know how to work with you.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because if somebody tells me that they're having issues, I can work with that. If somebody says I'm having a hard time, I'm going through, a really difficult depression right now, we're broken. We're broken people, and it's okay. And we can understand. But like, if you don't tell me and your performance drops, or you just drop off the face of the earth, then like, how can I help you?
Yeah. At that point, you got to do what's best for your company.
Yeah, because like, we may sometimes feel like we're running around like chickens or herding cats. Any of us really. If you work with other people, you'll feel that way from time to time. But I've seen everyone here's work, and when it's lights, camera, action, you're nothing but professional, and that's what you should always put forward. Whenever you're doing your show, when you're doing your music, when you're putting this stuff out, everybody I'm looking at on camera, like, you all do that. We go out there like freaking warriors taking shit over. And that's how it should look whenever we're presenting ourselves to the world. And if people can't get with me on that, no. I no longer I was thinking about this actually on my way from the wedding yesterday. I don't know what clicked in my head, but I was thinking about First Angel and its growth and everything that we're doing, and I was like, the key is we're not afraid anymore, because we know that we're professionals. And whenever you hit that stage of you're no longer afraid to step back from somebody in your company, you're no longer afraid to cut them loose, you're no longer afraid to say, this is not how I do business, you become a powerful force in the world.
And a lot of people don't like it.
And they won't.
People don't like when you set boundaries.
And they don't. And like you guys. But like, I mean, Skeptic and Caleb and Dead, and I'm sure that there's probably been times whenever you've wanted to collaborate with someone, and then like you're like, I don't know about this anymore. You seem really cool. And then and like, for musicians, you have to be able to say, I'm sorry, this was a great idea in theory, bye now.
Yeah. Well, and especially now, because you have to, like, as a musician, you have to be you have to be careful of PR companies you work with. You have to make sure they're not bot factories. You have to make sure that like artists you work with aren't like fucking hackers from India or something. I mean, there's always like, you have to have this sketch radar now that. Yeah,
I'm sorry,
exactly.
I didn't hear you.
You're not gonna like send somebody a song and they're gonna be like, well, that's my song now.
Oh God, I didn't even think of that. What?
That's the worst one of them all.
Yeah.
You have to have a sketch.
Shit.
You have to have a bullshit detector, like none other in this business. Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't even imagine doing that kind of thing.
And I mean, Facebook and Instagram are just toilets anymore. I mean, just all the bots and the scams and
there's actually
you just want an iPhone. Oh my God.
There's actually an event that in June or July. I was gonna reach out to you about it. We're gonna be hosting like photography, like a photo shoot for everybody who's welcome to come to it over here in Ohio. And then if any of the models want to be a part of that, because I'll be the only photographer there plus one other from my team. Michaela is coming back as our model. She's going to be dropping her brand new page this week, and she has a whole bunch of photos that nobody's ever seen yet that has been edited and ready to go. So our team is slowly building. We actually have some more interviews this week, me and Dad do for some other models who want to take over this. We actually have a model coming from where Caleb lives. So her name is Brittany. So we're going to get to see more about her because she likes everything we do. But you've seen that before where we work with people who said they like what we do. And then, shit.
Yeah. Okay, so this is one of those, like, have your people talk to my people.
Yep.
It's so terrible, but I am running so much behind the scenes now that, like, people will come to me thinking that I'm the best option to get answers, and I'm like,
gotta talk to Joseph.
yeah, well, I don't even know what I'm doing there. I'm over here this week. I'm sorry, I'm in this brain. I can't brain you right now. I need to brain this.
I can't brain you right now.
I don't have room for you up here.
It's, you know what, it really, it's because whenever every department requires so many different things that, like, my brain is like, okay, I am over here and I do not have room for that additional piece of information, or I do. I'll also store it in a safe place. And if you're over 35, you know what that means. It will I am 44. I am certain that I will not have my brain for very much longer. I'm going to put that in place too.
You'll start to remember after you start smoking weed.
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Well, actually, they want you to think the opposite, but
it really does help you become creative.
Yeah, it does. It does help with creativity.
Especially when you're messing with music, you're more aware of the sounds. You pay more better attention to lyrics, details of the video.
Oh, I can imagine.
Just more more engaged. You're more engaged with it, like watching movies too. You're just more engaged with what It's like when you're high, you don't want to like play on your phone while you're watching something. You want to watch it. You know what I mean? Like people used to be able to pay attention to things without it, but
I think
now we can't. So. Do what?
I think Dead found his replacement.
I think Dead stuck a mask on a dummy there, and I think
so. I think he checked out.
He is not moving. Dead's in bed now.
You don't know. You don't know shit.
So moving on to Skeptic, with all your successes and all the collabs that you're doing and your success here in 2022, is it coming out to the fruition that you had? Are you what struggles have you dealt with? How you dealt with the struggles? Let us know.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of like success and all that, I did not go into this year with any expectations on that, so I have been nothing but amazed. I mean, and like, it's not something where I'm really like me or not. It's not something where we went into this looking to like make a lot of money or anything like that. It was just kind of like we wanted to make music, like we wanted. And like all the collaborations that we've done it's all felt like huge success because it's been with people who we, legitimately connect with and like people who we respect and admire as artists and stuff like that. So I mean, it's been a pretty cool ride. And I'm really bad about keeping up with like numbers and stuff like that. Like I don't know what our Spotify looks like right now. I don't know like what our YouTube or SoundCloud or anything like that is currently at. But
I feel like Spotify knows better than mine. Because I was listening to you guys the other day. Yeah.
Can't hear you guys.
I feel like you guys have so many more platforms to cover.
What's up?
Yeah, we do.
I feel like artists have so many more platforms to cover to get the numbers and learn them and.
Yeah.
There's a lot of platforms out there, and like a lot of them kind of it's like I don't know if catch-22 is the right word for it, but like they're a necessary evil a lot of the times, like the way that Spotify and Apple and all that sort of stuff work, it's not exactly tailored to be artist centric. But I mean, you know, the bigger ones have, you know, at least some kind of like way to quantify what's happening with your you know, your music and all that sort of stuff, which is you know, pretty much what you've got nowadays. Because I mean, like with the album that we released, we've had a couple people ask if we were going to do physical copies of it, but I mean, you know, there's not been a demand for that kind of thing, you know, because it's so much easier to hop over to Spotify or hop over to Tidal or Napster or whatever, and just stream it, you know. But yeah, I mean, me and Knight both, like, this project's been, you know, been a big success just in and of itself, like what it is, you know. Like we both have been pretty stoked to be like working with each other, you know, let alone all the other great people that we've been working with, whether it's artists or whether it's, you know, people like Btmx who have been, you know, doing all sorts of stuff to get our name out there, which is something that I'm really bad about doing myself. But yeah, it's. I mean, I consider this year, at least musically, a large success. And so the way that I handle it typically is I snuggle my kids and stuff like that.
That's a good way to do it.
Always a good way to do it. Mine are becoming teenagers. I can't snuggle them anymore.
Mine are still small enough where they're okay with that.
I get mine this summer, and they're still small enough to snuggle, so I get them at the beginning of July.
That's gonna be fun.
It's always good therapy. Yeah, kids.
What's always fun is when your kids like appreciate what you do, you know, artistically, musically. Like, yeah, my 8-year-old at least, you know, she likes the music I make. My 5-year-old, you know, she'll listen to it with me at least. You know, it might not be your favorite stuff, but she's like, "Good job, Dad."
Like,
aww.
Yeah. Yeah, Liam's into my stuff, you know, like he's in my video, and actually both my kids are going to be in overnight. Both my kids have.
Oh, it's awesome.
Liam has a pretty big part. Eldon has a little bit part. Yeah.
I can't tell if
that's always cool to be able to do it with your kids.
I think he's talking off camera to someone.
Like, can't hear you.
Caleb.
Me being attacked by my cat.
Okay. Yeah, I was talking to someone. My son you got to meet, that's my Liam.
Nice.
Right on.
But Silhouette Death actually got my daughter, my 10-year-old, into singing. She actually records her own music.
That's awesome.
She makes her own beats, records her own music, and also mixes it by herself.
That's nuts.
That's awesome.
Your 10-year-old?
At 10 years old.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing. That's Liam's age. Yeah, that's
all
crazy.
because I sang her happy birthday one time.
Aww.
That's fantastic. That's great.
Caleb has a fan too. Caleb has my 5-year-old because every time we play his music, she gets all nuts and she's all.
Yeah, that's awesome. Sweet.
My kids generally hate my music. Generally, my because I have them from about to be 12 to 28. So the older two are out of the house, but of the younger two, yeah, no, they'll hear mom's music and be like, turn that.
Teenagers today don't understand Nine Inch Nails ministry and Skinny Puppy. It's a damn shame, but
apparently not.
You know what, Liam, his favorite artist is Nirvana. He likes.
Oh, great!
He really picks it up because I was listening to Youngblood. He's like, I don't want that. That's caca. That's caca.
Every once in a while,
he went from like
That's
Nirvana
awesome.
to like the band Seether to like Pantera to like. He doesn't like any new Metallica. He only likes when they were any good.
Like, and you know, kids can't bullshit you about that stuff, man. Kids are nothing but honest.
My 28-year-old loves country. I'm not certain how I feel about this.
Liam is into metal. Yeah, hopefully it's a stay. My Liam's into metal. Eldon is not into metal as much. He doesn't like all the racket of it because he, which is funny because he makes a lot of racket. But
and then my 9-year-old girl, her favorite, it depends on what mood she is because I caught her listening to Blood and Beloved by herself, and then like,
yes.
what the fuck? Oh my god! Oh, I'm listening to Skeptic. Fuck you. Oh. What'd you just say to me? It's part of the song, Dad. It's part of the song.
Blood of the Beloved's a great influence on your kids at home, guys.
I mean,
my kids will tell me if my music is too angry.
Yeah, my kids are really into Brothers of Metal and Amaranth.
Oh, Brothers of Metal! I literally just heard them.
Yeah, it's like epic Viking metal stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then Amaranth is like I don't know, like an electronic metalcore band or something like that. They've got 3 different singers.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's actually really cool music. Yeah,
it sounds very cool. Yeah.
Well, yeah. My that's their 2 current favorite bands are.
That's awesome. Liam really likes.
I mean, as long as they're into something creative, I'm happy about it.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah, Liam's really into oh, go ahead.
I was going to say my about to be 12-year-old has a drum set, and my about to be 14-year-old taught himself how to play piano. So like I'm very happy with both of those outcomes.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, Liam plays a little piano, and he's gotten into metal in the last year or so. He's really into A Killer's Confession. Waylon Revis from Mushroom newer band. Yeah, they're really great. Yeah, and he likes them a lot. And the second album is his favorite. But he also likes like Rob Zombie a lot, and he likes MZNZ. Obviously, he loves Blood of the Beloved. Yeah, he's heard Blood of the Beloved. He digs them. Yeah. He went through a phase where he was like the heavier the better, and he really wanted me to show him like really heavy stuff. So I was like playing like Napalm Death and Slipknot.
Ooh, yeah.
So he likes to expand his horizons, man. It's interesting. I don't know. Eldon right now he ain't into the louder stuff, but I'm hoping when Eldon gets a little older, maybe he'll open his mind to. We'll see.
My kids learned to scream with Static X. The song,
nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. He had a great scream.
I miss Wayne.
He definitely did.
For sure.
Yeah. Very unique.
Yeah, but it was after that. I mean, I've probably talked about this here because I talk about this everywhere. But after, we were just listening to music one day, going somewhere when my 8-year-old was 5, and she's in the back seat screaming along with Black and White.
Oh yeah, this is a great.
Yeah, and I'm like.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, my wife was like, "You should put her in a song." So we just did that.
Oh,
and then she taught her her younger sister how to do it.
Yes.
And then you guys saw coverage for it, did you? Didn't somebody interviewed you?
Yeah. I think probably any following that I had as Skeptic before the Beloved stuff is pretty much because of my kids.
That's awesome.
There was one day when it was 8 o'clock on a Tuesday, 8 in the morning on a Tuesday or something like that, right? But I was just I was in the kitchen and they were in the playroom just screaming, practicing screaming with each other, and they were having band practice and working on a song, and I'd recorded it a little bit and then put it on TikTok, and it ended up being seen almost 2 million times or something like that.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
Right, so any following that I have is pretty much
right on kids' coattails. Oh yeah,
the fact that my kids are very cool.
That's fantastic. I love that story so much.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to do this because I came late and I'm leaving early. But speaking of children, I have to wrestle into bed.
Well, you weren't going to be the first one. Actually, I got to cut out too, just because my phone is dying.
Actually, technically, it's almost towards the end of the show. So
actually, technically, we already ended the show.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, then, awesome.
I'm kidding.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I did not end the show yet.
over for a few minutes, actually.
I don't even believe you're dead. I think you're a mannequin that moves. I think Dead's asleep.
I know on my side, we're gonna go ahead and let you go, because
Okay.
I have kids too.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Sometimes you have to feel that. Well, no, thank you guys for coming to watch. Just watch the rest of the show with Skeptic, Soul Snatchers, and Dead. Don't forget all the shows are coming back. Mama is coming back. Her show's gonna have a brand new look with a brand new intro. She's right here.
I'm here.
Death is in it. Hi, Mama. Good to see you.
I'm making
We're
barbecue.
sending you best wishes.
Right,
For speedy recovery.
We're sending you body parts.
Best wishes.
Soon I'll be able to do cartwheels.
Nice.
I can't do cartwheels either. Yeah.
Woman.
Yeah. All right. Well, much love, guys.
So we're
fun.
Thanks for having us.
Bye.
Yep. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, now that we got rid of everyone, now we can start talking shit. Oh. Well, I guess it's just you and me talking shit then, girls.
Hey.
Bunch of fucking peace outers. Actually, we're done for the night. Enjoy your night, girls.
All right, you too, Dad.
All right, ghosts and ghouls, that's all that we have for you. That was the round table from Btmx. So ghosts and ghouls and motherfuckers of all ages, we will catch you on the fucking graveside.
Us couldn't get that these were our last words. Us couldn't get that these were our last words. Love we lost away.